Only Wizard Mizgog's beads turning up all over the floor. I should send my imps to hide them before someone trips over them. Why don't you go and bother Wizard Trayborn instead? Duffel is always seeing things.
Small mortal. No, you are not as interesting as she was. I will not speak to you.
You there! Stop that! Speaking to the demon is strictly forbidden!
What can I do for you on this glorious day, adventurer? Are her premonitions still troubling her? I feared as much. Please let her know that I take her seriously, even if no one else does. I will do everything I can to convince Archmage Cedridor to take action.
Hello, young thingamy-what? I've seen them in the power beam, you know. Thingamy-what? I like to look at the power beam sometimes. There are so many things we see every day, but never look at, aren't there? Or look at every day, but never see. I see things in there. Thingamy-whats. No one else sees them. They think I'm mad. Didn't you know? This tower was built on the ruins of an old tower. That's where it came from, the swirly thing. I saw it come up through the floor of the library.
Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower. How can I help you? Yes, I'm aware of that. Wizard Valina told me she was here. You can tell Ariane that her concerns have been noted. I'm preparing to deal with the anomalies in the power beam, so there's no cause for concern.
Have you learnt anything from the wizards in the tower? So what did you learn? Through the library floor? But that means it was something from the old tower. Good idea, but I still want to hear what Cedridor and Elrond have to say. Could you go back inside and talk to them? Have you spoken to Cedridor and Elrond? So what did you learn? He's the only tower wizard who was sympathetic. He convinced me to work on them, rather than suppress them. But that doesn't help us with the problem. We need to find out what these vortices are. There are schools of magic, besides the tower's standard spellbook. I used a forbidden source of information when I was trying to understand my premonitions. So what did you learn? Through the library... This tower is built on the ruins of an older one, which burnt down 100 years ago. The story is that Zamorakian wizards betrayed the other orders, but the details of what happened are a mystery. I do know it happened just after the wizards discovered the inner secret of the Rune mysteries. The Rune Essence teleport spell. Perhaps that discovery led to a conflict. The surface part of the old tower was destroyed by the fire, and the new tower was built on the same place. But the underground levels of the old tower are still there. Good idea, but I still want to hear what Cedrador and Eleron have to say. Could you go back inside and talk to them?
Welcome to the Wizard's Tower, adventurer. Just the usual stream of visitors, adventurers, students, traders. No one unusual. Why do you... Oh, this is about Ariane's warning, isn't it? No, I haven't seen anything unusual. The Archmage is dealing with the problem. But if you want to go inside and pester every wizard in the tower, then I can't stop you.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Wizard Valina told me she was here. You can tell Ariane that her concern... You know what she did, don't you? Wizard Ariane was our most promising student. She could have been Archmage someday. I overlooked her gallivanting off as an adventurer. Everyone's reckless in their youth. But I can't allow a demon worshipper in the tower. The tower has had strict rules against Zamorakian wizards for the last 100 years, and I have to apply that, even to her. I'm preparing an Icenic purge. It'll send a surge of energy through the power beam, which should overpower whatever creatures have managed to enter it. I concede that there is some evidence that she has premonitions, but unless she can give me more specific information, there's really nothing I can do.
Have you spoken to Cedrador and Eleron? So what did you learn? I spoke to the demon, spoke to it, but there's no middle ground with Cedrador. Step outside the line and you're a red wizard. What he means is he's going to flood the tower with magic without knowing what he's dealing with. It might work, but I want to be sure. We should find out more.